Did you know Iceland has a hidden gem among its saints? Meet Saint Thorlak Thorhalsson, Iceland's national patron. Born in 1133, Thorlak rose in a chaotic, post-pagan Iceland. His family struggled, but they recognized his talents early. His parents, humble yet wise, nurtured his intellectual curiosity, encouraging him to pursue knowledge and spirituality from a young age. By age 15, he was already a deacon, demonstrating a level of maturity and dedication that was rare for someone so young. At 18, he became a priest, but he didn't stop there. He went abroad to study theology, seeking something deeper, a more profound understanding of faith and the workings of the divine. In France and possibly England, he committed himself to the monastic rule of St. Augustine, a life without personal possessions, dedicated to community and prayer. There he immersed himself in the serenity of a cloistered environment, surrounded by fellow seekers of truth, engaging in meaningful conversations and contemplative practices. Returning to Iceland, Thorlak faced pressure to conform to societal norms and expectations. A wealthy widow wanted him to marry, seeing in him a potential suitor for her daughter. But this holy man held firm to his vow of celibacy. His commitment to his spiritual path was unwavering. He was an inspiration in a world filled with distractions and temptations. He established a monastery that became a flowing river of spiritual life, a sanctuary for those seeking solace and enlightenment. The monastery served as a center for education, where he taught the younger generation about faith, ethics, and the importance of community service. Then, just 10 years later, he was called upon to be a bishop. Thorlak loved his monastic life, yet saw the need for reform in the church. He understood that the church was a vital institution for the people of Iceland, but it required guidance and renewal to truly serve its community. Interesting how many of us would rather spend time in solitude, but our duties call us to work for the kingdom of heaven instead. I think many of us can relate to this saint. As Bishop of Skálholt, he worked tirelessly. The church was in disarray, struggling to maintain its moral compass. Many local priests ignored celibacy, sold positions, and lived in excess, indulging in worldly pleasures rather than fulfilling their sacred duties. Saint Thorlak wasn't just any bishop. He confronted powerful chieftains. He was not afraid to speak truth to power, advocating for a return to the core values of the church and calling for accountability among the clergy. He even challenged one chieftain who had an affair with his sister, standing up for his family, while also upholding the moral standards he believed in. Saint Thorlak was a true moral warrior, not just for his community, but for the integrity of the church itself. He longed for his monastic life, but pursued justice and reform relentlessly, balancing his spiritual desires with the pressing needs of his flock. His compassion for the people of Iceland drove him to advocate for the poor and marginalized, ensuring that the church played a role in uplifting those who were suffering. On December 23, 1193, Saint Thorlak died. His life became intertwined with the very identity of Iceland. His popularity overshadowed many during Iceland's Catholic period. More than 50 churches dedicated to him dotted the land, each as a testament to his influence and the love the people held for him. His teachings and actions inspired countless individuals, creating a ripple effect that would last for generations. But then the Reformation struck. Iceland became Lutheran in the 16th century, and Saint Thorlak's vibrant memory dimmed. The shift in religious landscape meant that many of the traditions and practices associated with Catholicism were abandoned, and his name was often forgotten in history. Still, remnants of his feast day persist. Every December 23rd, Icelanders celebrate the final day before Christmas. Cured fish and family gatherings keep his spirit alive, as people come together to honor the legacy of a saint who dedicated his life to service and reform. Imagine the beauty of a nation uniting over a saint long gone. The annual celebration has become a cherished tradition, reminding the Icelandic people of their rich spiritual heritage and the values that Saint Thorlak embodied. Today, even as the Catholic presence has waned, the tradition remains strong, a beautiful blend of remembrance and cultural identity. Saint Thorlak's story is not just history. It's a testament to resilience, faith, and unwavering commitment. His life teaches us about the importance of standing firm in our beliefs, even when faced with overwhelming challenges. He's a reminder that holiness can thrive amidst chaos, inspiring us to seek our own paths of integrity and purpose. Have you ever faced pressures that challenged your values? Saint Thorlak's journey encourages us to reflect on our own lives, urging us to cultivate our spiritual beliefs and stay true to our principles, even in the face of adversity. Saint Thorlak, pray for us.